Hello everybody, this is Taff coming in with another Taff's Words, and how is everybody doing? 2018 has started particularly well for us, hasn't it? Absolutely. Sorry about the thumb there, I'm readjusting my holding of the camera. So 2018, what a start of the year it's been for us. Unless I'm correct, we've won all of our games, haven't we? We beat Exeter, we beat Grimsby, and we beat Leeds. So when we beat Crawley on Friday, and then beat Morecambe, and then beat Tottenham, we'll extend that, and we'll see if we can go a full month with a 100% record then. The likelihood of all that happening is slim, although I do fancy our chances of beating Crawley and Morecambe. Both down the bottom end of the table, we lost to Morecambe, unfortunately, up there, but we beat Crawley at their place. We played bad and still beat them, so if we play good, I reckon we'll absolutely wallop them. But not a team to be taken lightly, because they are a bit of an up and down team. They do surprise the bigger teams every now and again, as do Morecambe, mind you. Kevin Ellison will be coming down as well, our old foe. Have a good bit of fun with him, I suppose. But no, on the horizon, I see good times for Newport County and the supporters. We beat Grimsby. I didn't go. I've still had this lurgy for quite some time now. I was hopeful that a weekend in could help clear it up. I was wrong, so I should have just gone. But there we go. Can't get to them all, can we? So Grimsby, I can't really gauge the performance, although from what people have told me, we played particularly well, but we allowed them to get at the game a little bit too much. But when you're the away team, the home team are always going to get their periods of dominance, I suppose. But that's not really much of an issue, though. The big one, obviously, is Tottenham, which is only really just around the corner, because think about it, we play Crawley now on Friday, we play Morecambe on Tuesday, then it's Saturday night. Saturday night football at its greatest in Newport, absolutely brilliant. Can't wait. Tottenham are in town. I don't know if they're going to bring a strong team, but a lot of emphasis is being put on the fact that they're playing 3 of the top 6 immediately after us, and then Juventus in the Champions League. So, are they going to risk their best players at Rodney Parade? If I was Pochettino, I'd say no, because the FA Cup to Tottenham is not going to be anywhere near as important as a top 4 finish and a Champions League run. Obviously, Tottenham want to build their coefficient points up, so they want to get as far as they can. Can they win it? I can see them posing a threat to anybody. So if they can see it through, then of course they got a chance. I think Tottenham have got a much better team now than what Liverpool had in 2005. I think I've mentioned that before. So I think Tottenham are going to be prioritising the FA Cup third out of the 3 competitions that they're left in. So they're going to come to us. They'll want to make it a good occasion, because it is, a League 2 team against a top 6 Premier League team, at the League 2 team stadium. And they're going to want to make it an occasion, but I don't think they're going to want to prioritise it over their league and their Champions League, which follow on immediately afterwards. Like I say, 3 of the most important games of the season will be coming up. So I don't think Harry Kane will be... He may be on the bench, Kane. I think Kane's one of those hungry players who wants to play every game and score goals in every game. So I think he'll at least demand to be on the bench. And if I was him, I would do. I can't see him starting against us. I'd imagine... To be honest with you, I don't even know who they're going to start. Who they're going to bring, who they're going to start, I don't know. Never know, Pochettino might just say, sod it, I want to win a trophy this year. And then go full strength, blow us away, and then keep the run going on. But then the thing is, that's going to come with a risk. But the thing is, you take risks in football. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm reading in too much of Tottenham's game plan. What's our game plan going to be? We're playing against Tottenham. Are we going to sit back and defend and invite the pressure? I think if we do that, if we sit back and invite the pressure, I got a feeling that they'll wallop us, regardless of who they start. Because the Tottenham way, that they'll just find their way through, as they do with all the other small clubs. They blow away the small clubs because they know how to find their way through. So if we try and defend, they'll find their way through. The only way is the way Liverpool beat Man City the other night. Man City have beaten everybody, obviously, haven't lost to anybody, would be the more correct term there. Man City haven't lost to anybody, and then Liverpool went 4-1 up against them. Obviously, Man City's way, they got 2 goals back right towards the end, and it was squeaky bum time for Liverpool, obviously. But the thing is, when you're playing against a team with a considerable attacking threat, if you have your own attacking threat, that's the best defence. And that's why I fancy Liverpool to beat Man City. That's why I fancy us to not beat Tottenham. Absolutely not. I even said with Leeds, I said, I'm never going to expect to beat Leeds, but we're going to give them a game. And we gave them more than a game. We had all the best chances of the game. We had all of the best chances. So the 2-1 win was the right scoreline in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinions as well. We were very good value for it, and even Leeds fans admit that. So, do we alter our plan for Tottenham because they're an even stronger team? I say absolutely not. We've got to press at them. We got to go with the high press. We've got to make life difficult for them. The fans need to make as much of an intimidating atmosphere as possible. Because the thing is, a lot of football's in the mind. A lot of it's in the mind, and if you get into their heads, you can bring them down mentally. And then if we can do that, if we can create such a hostile and intimidating atmosphere for them, make life difficult for the manager and the bench, obviously keep singing for our team, bring our team up, we're going to give them that 12th man advantage, and we need to do that. And I think we're going to. Obviously, the club are making it so we're going to get another 1,000 fans through the door. So I think that's a little bit of hope for the regulars who are worried about not getting a ticket. I think that's a little bit of hope for them. I think the overall capacity is being brought up to about 10,000, which is phenomenal. And if you consider the average ticket price for this game is going to be about £24 to £25, I'd imagine. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 23 to 24. So we multiply that by 10,000 then, and that's the ticket money that's going to go through our turnstiles and through our ticket office. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Like, this is a proper money spinner. We got 144,000 for the TV. We've just got just over 100,000 for the sale of Lee Evans from Wolves to Sheffield United. The Leeds game would have made us money, and obviously the amount of Crawley tickets that we've sold, is making us a lot of money. We've maximised this to its fullest potential. Obviously, we've got match sponsors who are going to be paying extra. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's absolutely great, and it's something that we've been gagging for quite some time. Is that bit of a money spinner? Just that, I think, just throw a bit of money into our bank so we got something there, so we can actually do something constructive for the club. Whether we invest it in an asset like a training ground. I think Flinney mentioned he wants a cup run so we can get a training ground, a proper one. Whether we use it to buy Spitty Park so we don't pay the rent, and then over the years it'll pay for itself because we're not paying the rent on it then. There's a lot of things that we can do, to help our cause, whether it's possible that we could buy a stake within Rodney Parade with some of that money, which may be able to bring our rent down. Maybe if we become part owners, we don't pay rent, we just contribute to the maintenance costs and the running costs of the place. Maybe that. And that investment money could go towards the expansion of the stadium. If we own part of it, then happy days. But I don't know whether that's even possible, or whether that's even plausible, or whether anybody would even want that. But it's a thought, though, isn't it? This money is going to be real food for thought for our directors. And the one thing I really hope is that the directors listen to the supporters as well, because there's going to be a lot of other supporters out there who are going to be coming forward with ideas on what we can do with our money. Whether you just invest it straight into the playing squad and go for League One, the only problem is then if we got the self-sustainability for League One by that point, for that point. There's a lot of questions to be asked, a lot of questions to be answered, but the one thing is the money in the bank gives us that bit of relief. We're not going to go down, obviously. We're not even close to being in contention for going down. Although I think one team has accepted their fate, and that'll be Barnet. How the bloody hell has Graham Wesley got the job at Barnet? The guy is an absolute clown. He's an idiot. He's a freaking lunatic. How the bloody hell does he get another professional club to employ him as their manager? I mean, who saw Mark Randall's tweet and Jack Compton's tweet? That's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Oh, God. The guy's a cock at the end of the day. And I think we're going to get a massive away following at Barnet as long as he's still manager by that point. And I think we're going to go there and absolutely tear the bloke a new one. And I, for one, cannot wait, because I'll be the first in the queue to do it. That's if I can beat Stav to it, of course. But there we go. I mean, it's been something of an eventful week, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of talking points for us at the moment. And, oh, it's great times, great times. After 2 miserable years, but, 2 miserable seasons, we're finally getting a good one now. And it's great. Milking it up. Don't know how long it's going to last for, but making the most of it while it's going on, and long may it continue. Anyway, that's all we've got time for this time, guys. Thanks all for watching. Hope you're enjoying these blogs. Getting a lot of good feedback still. I appreciate that. The good comments, they keep me wanting to make these blogs, because I personally hate the sound of my own voice. I never watch these back, but as long as you guys are enjoying it, I carry on doing them. So thank you all, and until the next time, cheerio for now. Up the county.